So, y'all remember Meek Mill, right? Well, honey, it looks like he's finally ready to wave the white flag in his battle against the internet about his relationship with Diddy. And let me tell you, he's not just admitting to attending Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, he's straight up snitching on other celebs he saw there. Talk about spilling the tea in the whole damn teapot. Now, Meek's been fighting this losing battle ever since Lil Rod's lawsuit exposed him as Diddy's alleged boy toy. At first, he was all about denying everything. He went on Twitter ranting like, "I'm from Philly. I don't do nose candy or freaky molly. Nobody would ever offer me that cause I'm that heavy. No man or white will ever approach me about and the whole place don't get flipped." He even bragged about always having his real friends around in the industry, saying you'd never catch him alone with industry folks. But honey, it looks like Diddy's arrest put the fear of God in Meek, cause now he's singing like a canary. He's offering up names faster than a snitch in a police interrogation room. I guess as long as they're dragging somebody else and not him, right? Cause we all know Meek's been to jail before and he ain't trying to go back. Now, we've all heard the usual suspects when it comes to Diddy's parties. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Usher, but Meek came through with some real tea. One of the first names he dropped was Mary J. Blige. Yeah, you heard that right, the queen of hip-hop soul herself. Now, this tea is particularly interesting because fans have noticed Mary going above and beyond to distance herself from Diddy lately. But if you know your music history, you know Mary and Diddy go way back. We're talking over 30 years of friendship. Diddy even masterminded some of her first albums, including her debut, What's the 411? But hold up, cause this friendship has been through more ups and downs than a Six Flags roller coaster. In the late 90s to early 2000s, these two had a major falling out. Mary later admitted it was all on her, saying she was a mess and on drugs at the time. Eventually, they patched things up. But now, it's a whole different story. As soon as Diddy got in trouble with the feds, Mary switched up faster than a chameleon on a disco ball. She posted this cryptic message on Instagram saying, "Unfortunately, a lot of y'all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed." Ouch! Talk about a cold shoulder. But wait, it gets messier. Rumors have been swirling that Mary might have gotten the Cassie treatment while she was with Diddy. We're talking allegations of violence, forced and even a pregnancy that Diddy allegedly pressured her to terminate. It's heavy stuff, fam. Now, according to Meek Mill, the reason Mary's distancing herself is because she allegedly got into some messy stuff with young boys at these freak-off parties. And get this, apparently Mary's controversial relationships have been right under our noses this whole time. Remember Mary's relationship with singer Danny Boy when he was just 16 and she was 24? Well, Danny recently spilled some major tea about their first intimate encounter back in 1995.
He was talking, I think I left out, and Suge called me back up to the room. He said, come back upstairs, man, or old girl wants to see you. I said, old girl. Think from one of the other girls. So I know the girl that he in the bed with him. I mean, so when he closed the door and shit, and I sit down and I start talking to Mary. And the inside, I'm about to lose it, because I'm actually sitting here talking to Mary. She's sitting on the couch and shit, and we ordered some food and some more drinks.
Danny claimed things got real intense real quick.
Like 15, 16 years old. And she laying on the couch. And I'm sitting on the other end, and she laid down on the couch and put her head in my lap. She's gonna come back up here and now she's gonna laugh. I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, what does this mean? And she stayed a couple more hours. And we decided to go in the other room because it was asleep. We went in another room and lay down. And she lay down with me, she kind of like backed up against me, and every time she backed up against me, I would move away and shit, you know.
And apparently, it wasn't just a one-time thing. Danny says it turned into a full-blown affair.
We go out to New York and visit her a couple more. But you know, that's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt saying that Mary was popular. Because at that time, she was my girl. At that time, I'm 15, 16 years old. She flying me in to see her. No, girl back up. I mean, you young and shit. I'm trying to show the other. Yeah, she ain't phasing me.
Now, Meek Mill is claiming Mary was right there beside Diddy at these parties, living it up. No wonder she's trying to distance herself now that the feds are sniffing around. But Mary ain't the only one Meek's throwing under the bus. He also brought up Rick Ross, which is interesting because one of Diddy's alleged freak-off partners already spilled some tea about Rose.
Combs.
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call yourself. Yeah, go ahead.
I had with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would I want to do with Cassie. I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I called her, and I came back and I seen him for the reason and won. But Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both Diddy and Ross and Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, Rick Ross has been trying to keep his connection to Diddy on the down low, but his baby mama Tia Kemp has been trying to expose him for a minute. Just a couple weeks ago, she dropped this bomb. "You big mayonnaise, I want you to talk. Talk. Don't be scared now." No Diddy, huh? You scared now, huh? I know y'all on them tapes. Freaky, I know you is. 10, turn halfway. It's time to show them churns now. I ain't gonna let off. Here, see? Anybody don't care to see the Jets no more? You running out of hoes now? Go over there and get with Diddy. Go ride the bike with him, you fat y'all. Damn, Tia. She's been dragging Rick Ross for filth since day one, and honestly, he hasn't had a moment of peace since they got together. But this time, it looks like she might be onto something because Diddy's alleged victim backed up her claims, and now Meek Mill is saying Rick Ross was a regular at these parties. But wait, there's more. Meek Mill also claims Cuba Gooding Jr. was living it up at Diddy's parties. And honestly, it's not that shocking at all. Lil Rod already spilled this tea in his lawsuit, saying Cuba was right there at Diddy's gatherings, allegedly having the time of his life. TMZ even reported that Jones claims Diddy introduced him to Cuba on Diddy's yacht, and Cuba allegedly started touching and fondling Jones inappropriately. Rod even dropped a picture of Cuba getting all touchy-feely, and yeah, y'all, it's looking real sus. Now, before all this Diddy drama, Cuba had already faced multiple accusations of inappropriate behavior with women. His wife of 20 years, Sarah, filed for legal separation back in 2014, and the rumor mill was swirling that Cuba's infidelity had finally pushed her over the edge. After Sarah left, it was like Cuba's behavior went off the rails. Over 30 women have made allegations against him, from groping to full-on sexual assault. One of his alleged victims even exposed him, saying, "At about midnight on March 1st, Cuba Gooding Jr. walked into the bar we were at and proceeded to grope a number of women there. The harassment occurred when women would be taking pictures with him. He would grab butt cheeks during the picture taking, and when women reacted negatively to that, he would proceed to either touch them or tell them that he loved them. There's even a video showing him touching a woman's chest without her consent at a bar. And just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, another woman came forward claiming Cuba assaulted her back in 2013 in a hotel room in Soho. Cuba was arrested for this in 2019, and I'm sure you remember the video of his arrest that went viral and became a meme sensation on social media. But that wasn't the only lawsuit he faced. He resolved another criminal case in Manhattan, pleading guilty to a single charge stemming from an accusation of kissing a woman without her consent. There was also another case where a woman accused Cuba of battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress, ending with the judge ordering him to pay $80,000 in compensatory damages. Now, another name that keeps popping up is Oprah Winfrey. And let me tell you, the internet is not surprised by this at all. Oprah's been controversial for a minute now, especially with her connection to that Brazilian healer, John of God. Oprah promoted this guy hard, even featuring him on her show multiple times and declaring him the real deal. But it all took a wild turn when John of God was exposed for some seriously messed up stuff. We're talking keeping women chained up against their will, forcibly impregnating them, and selling babies for their organs. Once the truth came out, Oprah couldn't distance herself fast enough, and let's not forget her connection to Harvey Weinstein, another shady man in her circle. British actress Katie Noble once called out Oprah and Naomi Campbell, alleging that they helped Weinstein pull some dirty tricks on her, which led to her being assaulted.
I admired dearly. He was with Naomi Campbell, he had Oprah Winfrey there with him, who entered the room and was swinging off his arm and just seemed like a very dear friend.
But the tea doesn't stop there, fam. Even J-Lo, who broke up with Diddy over 24 years ago, is somehow tangled up in this freaky situation. According to a blind item making the rounds, 50 Cent supposedly has some incriminating evidence on J-Lo. The item claims that 50 is telling his Hollywood friends that the FBI has naughty tapes of J-Lo having intercourse with underage girls and boys at Diddy's parties. The blind item even goes as far as to say that this is the reason Ben Affleck and J-Lo are getting divorced, claiming the FBI informed Ben about the videos and future indictments coming. Now, I gotta remind y'all that this is all alleged at this point, but damn if it ain't juicy. Fans are shook at how many celebs are allegedly involved in this mess. They've been leaving comments left and right, saying stuff like, "In other news, this Diddy thing is going to take hundreds of big celebs down. We'll be left listening to Celine Dion and Mango Groove." Don't want to say this, but Mary J. Blige knows more than what she wants to say. All those around or associated with Diddy should all go and serve time. Let's hope Diddy takes Oprah, J-Lo, the Kardashians, Beyonce, and Jay-Z, and all other criminals and traffickers, entertainment moguls, celebrities, politicians, and government officials down the drain with him. I feel Diddy is going to snitch on everybody. Y'all, this situation is getting crazier by the second, and I gotta know what y'all think about this. Is Meek Mill really snitching to save his own skin? Do you believe all these celebs were really at Diddy's parties? And what about these wild accusations against J-Lo and Oprah? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more piping hot tea. This is Hot Gossip, signing off and reminding you to stay woke, stay blessed, and always keep it real. Bye.